my dear friends, and welcome back to another video. We just had the Mando Plus panel at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, and while it wasn't live streamed, a lot of leaks have come from it, and some huge reveals as well. There's a lot to break down, so let's get straight into it. The panel began with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau speaking about the legacy of the show as we head into the third season in February of 2023. It was then revealed that Rick Famuyiwa is now officially an executive producer on the show, which is excellent news given his talent and understanding of the creative process of Star Wars. But then Rosario Dawson came out and it was time for some Ahsoka news. The show, as we know, is currently filming, but to everyone's surprise, there's already footage. A teaser trailer for the lucky fans in attendance was aired, and unfortunately guys, just like the Mandalorian season 3 teaser the other day, Disney want to keep it from the general audience who did not attend. Having said that, the teaser leaked, and as a Star Wars Rebels fan, I could not be more excited for this. So first things first, Natasha Liu Bordizzo was confirmed as Sabine Wren, but the Ahsoka show is also going to feature the other remaining members of the Ghost crew. They had Chopper on stage, and the teaser showed us a glimpse of Hera Syndulla from the back, so it's not really clear who's going to play her, but I would presume that it's Vanessa Marshall. The teaser also gave us a look at a live-action Hayang, the architect droid who we first meet in the Clone Wars, but who also more recently featured in the book Brotherhood by Mike Chen. Even bigger than this reveal was the final shot of the trailer. It was a live-action version of the Rebels finale with Sabine looking up at the mural. This is such an impactful moment in Star Wars, and in live action, it's insane. This is the moment before Ahsoka and Sabine go in search for Grand Admiral Thrawn and their friend Ezra Bridger, and it's looking like Hera and other friends will be tagging along on the way as well. This is so huge and proves that the series really is the continuation of Rebels. There was no Zeb Orrelios in the trailer, but hey, it's just a teaser, there's only so much footage, and more is definitely to come. You guys know just how much Star Wars Rebels means to me. It's my favourite of all the animated shows, and this is more than I could ever have asked for the Mando Plus panel. Having said that, unfortunately, they seem very unwilling to want to release these clips publicly, and it's also a shame that we didn't get a cast announcement for Ahsoka. It's one of the things I had high hopes for. Now, speaking of the Mando Plus panel more broadly, there was another really interesting reveal. There was extended footage for the Mandalorian season 3, and the one thing that got everyone talking is we see Babu Frik from The Rise of Skywalker. It seems like he, or another member of his species, the Anzalan, is going to make an appearance. But it does seem like Babu Frik because he had all of the tools similar to the ones he used on C-3PO. Now this sparked a lot of conversation online, but one thing that was very clear from all of the folks who were there seeing the trailers is that season 3 is shaping up to be a more significant and grand season than the previous two. I always thought that after season 2's finale, it'd be very difficult, if not impossible, to top the magnitude of Luke Skywalker appearing. But Favreau and Filoni are true magicians of storytelling, and they know how to raise the stakes and keep us entertained with important character development and plot points. I really can't wait, guys. Now, on the subject of being in Ahsoka, Natasha Liu Bordizzo said the following: "So much I could say. I feel like I've just been adopted into a new family. I feel that way about everyone I work with, but also the fans. It's just the most welcoming, creative thing. I mean, I never experienced anything like this. Set is going really well." She goes on to say, "I know how much Sabine means to many people in this room, and I know how much she means to Dave, and I think you guys are really going to be excited about the journey that she's about to have. All of these characters were first introduced in Rebels, and their story is going to continue very, very soon, in 2023, when Ahsoka arrives. It's a huge year for the Mandalorian guys, and the Mandalorian universe more generally. And we've talked in the past about how great Natasha is as Sabine Wren, especially for this point in the timeline. Earlier, of course, guys, I posted a news update with much more information on The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Andor. And today is a massive day as well. It's the final day of Star Wars Celebration, and we have the Bad Batch Season 2 panel. Jennifer Corbett's been teasing the hell out of it on social media, and I fully expect a trailer and announcement too. So look out for my breakdown of that. So with the key events of the Mando Plus panel out the way, let's talk about some more things that happened. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni spoke about The Mandalorian and the journey so far. Favreau himself said, "It's been a dream come true. I really wanted to pare it down to a few characters, a personal story set in that world, and also an opportunity to bring new people in who might not be up on the lore. This became an entry ramp. As we've introduced characters characters that existed before, thanks to the Disney Plus streaming service, they could go and watch everything. This includes the animated series too. They also spoke on the subject of Grogu, whose puppet was brought on stage. Filoni said, "I was just glad it was in the first episode, then the second season it was the last episode. A lot of secrecy, but every other secret we've ever had has come out." And the amazing thing with these two is that you can really see how much it means to them to create and work on a story that's dominated the streaming game and touched hearts of fans around the world. Tomoe Morrison was also there, but unfortunately, Ming-Na Wen could not make it. Boba Fett fans certainly got the short end of the stick though, as nothing was announced for a second season of the Book of Boba. But I will say it's probably a bit early for that, and they've not yet mapped out the next part of his story, and there's way too much potential for it to be a one and done kind of series. When Tem was on stage, he was awesome. His love for his character, or should I say characters, is contagious. He joked about some fun memories filming Attack of the Clones and having hair back then. He added, "Now I think Boba's got to look like me a little bit, so I wanted to thank everyone." Other cast members in attendance at the Mando Plus panel included Katie Sackhoff, who's going to play an antagonistic Bo-Katan in Season 3. She was excellent in Season 2, we missed her in the Book of Boba Fett, but this time she will not be as friendly to Din. This much is true from the leaked footage, and while Katie did not reveal much, she did tease that Star Wars fans are in for a treat. Carl Weathers was also there, and he's going to be playing Greef Karga again, while also doing directing duties on one episode. His episode, The Siege Chapter 12, is my all-time favourite Mandalorian episode. I'm probably going to make a video at some point explaining why, but regardless, he's a phenomenal director as well as actor. The attention shifted back to Ahsoka, and Filoni teased that filming is going really well. It's going better than expected, and she added that last night was the end of their third week of filming. And the great news is, she says she's in it for the long haul. Amazing stuff. I can't wait for all of this footage to be made public so we can break it down in HD. Now moving on to the other huge news of the day, Tales of the Jedi has been unveiled. We've known about the existence of this show since Christmas of last year, but now, my dear friends, the plot and visual style have been revealed. The show is going to be an anthology of original animated shorts focusing on Jedi from the prequel era. Specifically, they displayed concept art for Count Dooku when he was a Jedi, and a young Qui-Gon Jinn, who's going to be voiced by Liam Neeson himself. And we're even going to see the origin story of Ahsoka's family, and in one of the official stills released by StarWars.com, we see her as a baby. And the biggest thing for me about this, guys, is it was confirmed Jedi Master Yaddle is going to appear in the show. Finally, Lucasfilm are going to continue her story. Now, in terms of what it's going to look like, Tales of the Jedi is going to be in the style of the Clone Wars, and I saw that Star Wars Only, a good friend of the channel, reported that this show is visually more spectacular than any Star Wars animation so far. I can't wait, and it starts streaming this fall. As I said, guys, the next big panel is the Bad Batch Season 2. I can't wait to break all of it down and get our first look and details for the upcoming second season. We still expect it to come out in 2022, but given the fact the Mandalorian was moved to February, you never know. It might be delayed. Hopefully not, but at least at the panel, we'll finally hear official word for when it's coming out, and fingers crossed, we do get that juicy trailer. So share your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg. Have a good one.